What's going on, guys? Sean Doe here. Welcome back to another video. Today we have another income report video for the month of December. I'm very excited to get into this one because December has been the most amazing month in my publishing career so far. And as always, in this video, I will not only show you how much I've made in December, but I will be adding comments here and there, and also want to explain what I learned from my publishing business so that to make this video as informational as possible. If you're new to this channel, my name is Sean. I teach self-publishing, affiliate marketing, some personal finance as well. But this channel mostly will cover self-publishing. And I like to make these kind of income report video once in a while because when I first started, these kind of videos were super inspirational and really motivated me in my business to get going. And not only that, but as someone who is kind of on the teaching side, making YouTube videos and teaching self-publishing tutorials, I think it's important to at least show some credibility to it, because there's a lot of people, anybody can make YouTube videos and teach something, but that doesn't mean the information is correct, and that doesn't mean that they're an authority, or have any credibility to what they're teaching. And so sometimes it's hard on YouTube to tell which information is correct or not. So at least you always want to listen to someone who is, making or getting the results that you want to get. So that's why I like to make these kind of videos once in a while. And if you like that and you want to make sure I make more videos like this, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. All right, let's get started with KDP first. This is my KDP royalties for December. The total was $18,919, almost $19,000. This is by far my career high in my self-publishing career. And just to show you that this is not fake or anything, I'm just going to change to December. And as you can see, it refreshed the page, so hopefully you believe me here. The cool thing about this is, you can see a little bit of drop in terms of royalties on Christmas Day, or it was a huge drop on Christmas Day down to like less than $200, where I was averaging 800, I think. Maybe not 800, maybe around 700 a day on average. The cool thing about that though is it dropped for a day or two, and then it came back, came right back up even stronger. And even this month in January, it's starting off very strong with an average of close to, I would say, $500, because of January 1st was really low, a day. So it's not like, a lot of people who do low content books, their Q4 is amazing, right? Their Q4, they get a huge boost in their income, and then it drops significantly. And I'm lucky that I don't have a lot of low content books. I publish high content nonfiction books, and my topics are evergreen. It's not a seasonal book that I usually publish. So because it's evergreen, the sales are usually very consistent, and so I'm happy to see that here. And just a disclaimer that low content is great. So I'm not saying low content is bad or anything. I think there's a case in place for every type of publishing. So fiction is great in its own way. Low content is great in its own way, that it's very beginner friendly and everybody can get started with it, and it's very cheap to get started. And I actually recommend a lot of people to get started with low content. I actually recommend a free low content course if you go and check out my description below. But in my case, I started with high content books, so I just stick with high content books. And one of the perks, especially with the topics that I publish, is consistent sales. So a couple comments with KDP. The way I scaled it basically is you want to always make sure that you have quality books, right? You have, first of all, you need to have great keywords. How do you discover great keywords? Well, you need to do proper keyword research, really identify what it means, like what the numbers means, because you have to know how to read trends, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And it's very hard to explain it without actually showing you how to do it. I got some keyword research videos where you can take a look. So definitely search for those videos as well, because some people do keyword research completely wrong. And so everything starts from having a good keyword. So you want to make sure you do that. Then once you find out a good keyword, you want to make sure that you create a book that is serving that audience. So this is where people mess up a lot, is that they create a book that doesn't align with what the audience is looking for at all. They just keyword stuff, random keywords, which confuses the buyer. And because they see that, you know, you're trying to rank for this one keyword, but then in the subtitle you're just stuffing all this other keyword just because they're profitable too, but they're not really related to the main keyword that you're trying to rank for. And the buyer just gets confused, like, what does that have to do with this topic? And then they just, you know, not buy your book, right? So do not do that. You know, you want to make sure you get good keywords and create a good book that aligns with what the buyers are looking for. Have a good title that aligns with what they're looking for. You know, use their language, and also a cover that is in that niche, right? So you do that, make good books, and then just once you have that, everything will click. So you can just run a ton of traffic, ton of ads, and usually it works. You know, running ads is easy if you do everything else correctly. So if you execute the keyword and book creation part, the ads are very easy. All right, so the next one obviously is great cover. You want to have covers that are just stands out. It is extremely important, and I do not use Fiverr at all anymore for cover designs. I don't recommend it. I recommend you spend a lot more in cover. You can probably get a good cover done in, you know, $50 to $100, which is kind of the price point for the cover design options that I recommend in the description. Also, for quality ghostwriting companies, I also have some options in the description, so make sure you check those out. So next we're going into ACX. This is my second highest platform that I earn from. So I have two ACX accounts. A lot of people ask me why I have two ACX accounts. That is because first I had a KDP and an ACX account for my personal account. And then I created a company, right? And I created an LLC. And KDP was very easy to merge those two accounts. It was like literally a couple minutes after contacting support. But ACX, when I contacted support, they told me that it would be super tedious. I have to email them every single like name of the books that I had in the account, and it'll take like weeks and weeks to even merge it. So when I asked them, do I even have to do this? They said, no, I don't have to. It's okay to have one LLC account and one personal account as long as it's a separate entity. So that is why I never merged it. No problem at all for 2-3 years, I think. So this is my LLC account. Another thing people tell me or people ask me about is, how do you know how much you made? I don't know for sure exactly, because this is just an estimate, but based on the royalties I got in the past, I can calculate how much I make per unit, and I just use that number to calculate around how much I made for this month. Typically, I'm very close every single month. The margin of error is about $1,000. So in this case, I pretty much made $16,000. I could be $15,000 or I could be $17,000, meaning like $1,000 off in both directions. So finally, people ask me how much books I have. Well, you can see it on the screenshot here that in this account I have 73 total titles. All right, now we're going into the ACX personal account. The total is again around $1,415. The title on this account, I have 51 titles. So this just shows that nothing is 100% passive, because this account used to make 10K a month at one point. But obviously, you know, for not publishing in this account for 2-3 years, the books just slowly dies out, and that's just the nature of publishing. And honestly, that's the nature of every single business in the entire world, right? Nothing is 100% passive to the point where it'll maintain the same amount of income forever. So when people say, you know, passive income, this and that, unless you have real estate properties, you know, that's churning out rental income, even that you still have to put in some work to maintain it. So nothing is pure passive, although publishing is pretty damn close to it. So just just my 2 cents real quick. I just wanted to go on a side tangent there. So unfortunately, what happened recently is ACX took down two of my bestsellers. This happened last month, for accusing me of doing fraudulent free trial activities, which is not true. I never done it. And a lot of people actually got this, where people were accused of doing what they did not do, because a few people actually did it, and because of those people, it kind of ruined it for all of us in the sense where it's not like we were trying to do it, but ACX is now kind of on a witch hunt, trying to hunt down people who they think is doing it. So our books got taken down because of that, and those were my best sellers. A lot of people got like 5, 6 books taken down. And again, it's not our fault, right? But ACX is blaming us for doing it. And so it sucks, but we're under ACX making money, so we really have no control over that. So I've lost around $2,000 to $3,000 a month from those 2 books because although they were top sellers making a lot of unit sales, they were 1-hour books, so in terms of royalties they weren't making much, I would say, but still $2,000 to $3,000. It was kind of a blow to lose that. And I also had a Christmas book that picked up, obviously because they were Christmas. I just have 2 seasonal books, and those were that Christmas books. Um, they picked up obviously for December, and they made around $3,000. So next month, obviously, I will lose the top seller books and also the seasonal books. So my ACX income will inevitably drop, and that's just how it is. So now we're going into Ingramspark. US, I did $1,264. And for UK, I did $365. For AU, we did $172. Global Connect with a total of $104. So Ingramspark, it is going down every single month. I think it's just because a lot of people are going into Ingramspark, and the competition is increasing. There's nothing you really can do besides upload more books if you want to maintain the income with Ingramspark. And Ingramspark, if you don't know what it is, it's just another store or aggregate that you can publish your book in, and they usually send books to like libraries and whatnot. But it's very, very cool. You do have to buy your own ISBN to publish with them. They do assign ISBN for you, but usually buying it works out better. I'm not going to go into like the specific of how to upload it, but when you should upload, you can actually upload your paperbacks anytime, because compared to ebooks, where when you have your KDP Select, um, when you have your book enrolled in KDP Select, you cannot publish your ebook anywhere else, right, with Amazon. You have to be exclusive to Amazon if you're in KDP Select. But there is no KDP Select rule for paperbacks, so you can actually upload your book to Ingramspark immediately after you publish your book on Amazon for paperbacks. So that's one thing that is cool, and you should do it. If you have a couple books, you should buy ISBN in bulk, save some money, and then upload on Ingramspark. There's a lot of videos online on how to upload on Ingramspark, so go look for that. Okay, so now we have Drafted Digital. We did $584, and Google Play, $530. So Google Play, Drafted Digital, these are ebooks. So Ingramspark was paperback. These are now ebooks. And just like I mentioned just now, if your book is in KDP Select, you cannot publish on Drafted Digital Google Play. So what I recommend, and again, you don't want to publish on Drafted Digital Google Play if your book is doing well on Amazon, because you always want to start with KDP Select enrolled for your book, because Amazon pushes books that are in KDP Select way more than books that aren't in KDP Select, okay? Because obviously Amazon want to dominate the market, and so they want to kind of have, the listing of your book on their own. They don't want to list it anywhere else in their competition. So they reward you for choosing KDP Select, and they rank your book higher than if you weren't in KDP Select. This is actually at least for me, it's facts, because I tested this. When I took off my books from KDP Select, they immediately dropped in rank like significantly. And I tested this with about 30 books, so I have like pretty good data on it. So what you should do is you should always publish your book on KDP Select first, and then do everything you can to make sales on Amazon. And when that doesn't work, and if your book is really not making any money, and you're kind of giving up on it, say like it's making less than 10 bucks a month, right, on Amazon, then you can take it off KDP Select and upload on Drafted Digital and Google Play and try and make some money there. So next we got Findaway Voices. We have $865. Findaway Voices has been a very pleasant surprise. It wasn't making any money for a very long time, and then recently it just popped and started making close to 1K a month. I don't know what happened. I didn't do any marketing or anything. I just pretty much upload and forget it. One thing I would say though with Findaway Voices, it's definitely better than Authors Republic, in my opinion. Of course, some people might say otherwise, but what I don't understand is Authors Republic, they use Findaway Voices anyway. So the way it works is Authors Republic, um, you only make 70% of the royalties, I believe, with Authors Republic. But with Findaway Voices, you make 80% of the royalties. So what is that 10% different? Well, if you upload on Authors Republic, they send your book to Findaway Voices and they take a 10% commission or 10% cut. So Authors Republic use Findaway Voices anyways. So you're basically just losing 10% of your royalties. Um, with Findaway Voices, another thing is I just logged in and their website was completely revamped and they seem to have a lot of projects that they're working on. So that was really cool to see that they're actually working on expanding and growing their business, which is good for us. There might be more opportunities in the future. They might be coming up with new features and cool stuff, in the future that we can work on. So I would definitely go with Findaway Voices. But if you guys have any good experiences with Authors Republic, please let me know in the comments. So affiliate income is a little low, per usual. I'm working on this, but it's not as easy as book sales. So ClickBank, the commission I would say is about $60, and Kartra is another place where you can sell affiliate products. I made $6, so total is $66. So the grand total comes out to $40,231.93. I'm super excited about this. This is the first time I've cleared 40K. And obviously a lot has to do with December sales, right? It's not gonna be like this every single month, and I'm not expecting it to be like this every single month. And no one should expect your income to keep on going up. I've been on a good run the past couple months, and I'll try and make it go as long as I can, but I'm definitely preparing for it to go down. So I'm saving everything I can. I will try and stay grounded. I'm not gonna do any crazy purchases because businesses are up and down right now. I'm fortunate to be going up, but things will go down eventually. That's just how life is. It's up and down. So you just have to be prepared for both. But anyways, the expenses total is $11,062. The expenses were by far the highest I've ever paid. Again, Christmas season, I'm sure the ads are more expensive, but the ads total is about, as you can see, it's about $6,000 or so. So yeah, definitely higher than usual. So that brings the net profit into $29,169. So again, great month, and I'm very, very happy. So a couple things to note is I definitely got Christmas sales boost. I never really got Christmas sales boost in the past because I don't really have seasonal books. I never really prepare for it. But this year I had two Christmas books that made $3,000, so there were some boosts for that. And in general too, I think my normal books, the evergreen books that I have, definitely got some Christmas boost in sales, I think. And these are the same thing that I just covered, but basically, every month my sales have been going up, right? But this will not last. So what you have to do, it'll eventually come down, especially because leading up to Christmas, it's always going to be a huge trend upward, I think. But January, February, especially February, March, April, it's going to be kind of slow, and that's kind of the trend um, usually with publishing. So it will eventually slow down, and so that's why it's important to save your money, prepare for when that happens, and be smart with your money. I teach finance sometimes in this channel, and I'm really passionate about like minimalism and just don't make any crazy purchases. And if you live frugally, if you keep your values small, or keep like if you learn to enjoy life with things that are free or that doesn't cost much, then your life becomes very easy. You don't have to buy nice cars, buy nice houses just to feel happy because you're feeling happy with what you already have, right? once you get to do that, then you can keep your expenses very low, and every money that you make, you can save it, use it for something meaningful, like helping your family members, traveling, gaining experiences, those kind of stuff. So that's what I believe in. And anyways, kind of going on a side tangent again. So on to the next slide. So 3 simple steps to publishing success. I just wanted to do a little takeaway slide where 3 things that you should keep in mind to make your book successful. So number one, as I mentioned before, you have to find a keyword that is good. Find a good keyword or topic that people are actually searching for. So you have to make sure there are people searching for that topic, right? How do you do this? Well, I have some keyword research videos on how to do this, but there's ways for you to see if there's people literally typing in that keyword on Amazon, and if they're looking for it. Because if no one's typing in, like if they're physically not typing in that keyword looking for that topic, then why are you even making a book, right? No one's searching for it, no one will buy your book. So that's number one. Everything starts right there. Number two, going back to number one, sorry, is a good analogy is that you don't want to create your niche. You want to just go into a niche that already exists, and you want to be seen in there, if that makes sense. So number two is create a high quality book, right? So now you identified that the keyword is good. Next, you're going to create a very good book. You want to make well-made titles that speaks the audience's language, right? And you want to make sure the cover is beautiful, and you want to follow through with a well-written book, because you can do everything correctly in terms of good keyword, good title, good cover, which is the first impression part of the book sales, right? That'll make the book sell. But if the actual content sucks, and the information isn't helping the audience, then you will get bad reviews and the book will eventually die. So if you want long-term sales or long-term passive income, then you have to make sure you follow through with having a good book that actually serves the audience. So, at this point, I mean, I'm spending more on book creation, ghostwriters, and I'm investing more because it's definitely a worthwhile investment to spend more and just get a really good book written, because that is your asset, and it'll serve you for a long time. So, number three, once you have step 1 and 2 ready, all you do is you drive a ton of traffic to that book. This is the easiest part. A lot of people overcomplicate ads, right? They think if you set it up this way, there's a specific formula to running ads, like $10 a day with 12-cent bidding, up and down bid, with, at 7 p.m. on a Monday night, you do this much, and then it'll guarantee, make the book successful. Like, that's not how ads work, okay? There is no specific formula with ads. I think if you have a good book that has a demand where people are searching for that topic, you can pretty much run a very simple ad, like even a automatic targeting, and it's gonna do very well. Compared to if you have a shitty book that no one's looking for, then no matter what you do with ads, even if you're a magician with Amazon ads, you're not gonna sell the book because no one's looking for it. So that is my belief, and it's been, my results, I think, just shows that with ads, because I'm not really good at ads. I don't even do ads. My VA handles 100% of my Amazon ads, and he's very good. I'm not going to deny that he's very good with ads, because he's getting really good results. But we keep it simple. Everything starts with having a really good book, and that's why I feel like the ads are working, because of me having beautiful covers and the book being something that people are actually looking for. So again, if you guys want to test out some ghostwriting companies or cover designers that I recommend, they are in the description below. So now I kind of want to ask a quick question. If I make a publishing course, would you be interested in purchasing it? No, I'm not saying I'll make it. I'm not 100% sure on it, right? But a lot of people tell me I should. And I know that it's very profitable, right? Selling information courses is extremely profitable, so it's tempting for sure. But the reason why I never pursued it is because I don't want to make a course just because it's profitable, right? I wanted to make a course that actually is different from all the courses that are out there. Now, I'm in most of the publishing courses already that is on the market, and they're all pretty good. They're all pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. There are some really good ones too. So I wanted to make sure I have some information that is different. I wanted to make sure I offer something different than those courses that already exist. I didn't want to just make the same course and sell it just because selling courses is profitable, right? So I do feel like, I definitely do a lot of things that, people don't teach, other people don't teach in their courses. So I can include that, but I was just curious, I don't know if I would do it, but if you guys are interested in it, let me know in the comments. Right now, I'm just kind of thinking what I should do in terms of like moving forward for 2021, what my goals are, what I should work on besides my Amazon business. So it's definitely an option. I don't know if I would do it, but I'd love to hear what you guys think of it. So let me know in the comments. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate you. And if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing for more self-publishing videos. Over 70% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So what are you doing, guys? I'm just kidding. But if you do like my video, please consider subscribing. It really does help. Even leaving a like for the video, leaving a comment, every single thing helps with the YouTube algorithm to push my videos out to more people. So it really helps out the channel, and that is the best way to help me out. So I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.